Hey everybody, it's Monday.
Hola!
Time to make a book. An artist book.
What is it?
An artist book.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? I forgot yesterday we didn't do our, this is P, this is M, this is PM Artist Studio business.
Well, that was because we had Izzy here.
I know, it throws my...
Yeah, everything off.
I'm a little bit of a creature of, habit. And if something gets thrown in the mix there, then it's got me all kind of discombobulated. Anyway, hello everybody. It's Monday and we're about to make a book. As I mentioned, P is over here across from me. I am M. Together we are PM Artist Studio. See, we missed that yesterday. Yeah. Apologies. All right, and happy to see Mo here. We were a little worried about you yesterday. Julie Parker wanted, she hadn't seen you around, but we did say that we had seen you, just you weren't there yesterday. So, happy to see you here today. Let's say hello to everybody. You know how we do that? You say hello in the chat, then I know that you're here. You show up on a list, and then I say your name. If you were watching in replay, no problemo. All y'all just give them thumbsy upsies, if you're here live or in replay. Thumbsy upsies. Mucho importante. In fact, so important that you have gotten us to this point of the 10,000 subscribers even past. And that's why we're going to be doing big old giveaways. In fact, today we're going to be doing an extra couple because we forgot to do it yesterday. A lot of forgetting. Anyway, let's say hello to everybody.
I can't believe we did that. That's just so
I know, it's so rude. We dangle the carrot and then, psych, Lucy with the football kind of situation. We don't mean to do that. Yeah, we don't mean to do that, y'all. All right, we've got Ann. Laura is here. Art Curious by MNW. That's Miriam. Becky's here. Cookie Wookie. That's Mo. Darlene. Diane. Estella. Gerald. That's Jerry. Griffin Shell. That's Rhonda. Jennifer's Dog's Life. Lisa, Lydia, Marcia Markle. Oh, my list changed there. And let's see. Jennifer, we got Kathy, Lisa, Lydia, Marcia Markle, Monica, Patricia, Panka, Tegan, the Shelley Studio. That's Markle, Tutu, Hale. That is Tammy. I missed you. It wasn't on purpose. Just not showing up in the list. And I don't know why. But it just does that. Just give me an extra hello hand and we'll, give you a hello. Hey, Darlene. All right. Okay. So. Do we talk about let me talk about the giveaway. I'm just going to kind of do that up until the point we do the darn giveaway. In fact, what we will do right away here for y'all early birds who show up, let's just give away the number 9 that we were supposed to do yesterday. Let me get it set up. It's just right out of the gate. Look at us giving away things.
Yeah, there you go.
Love it.
You need to do it when you think about it,
That's
by golly.
Because otherwise things don't get done, y'all. They just don't. All right, so we're going to do that. And then, let's see. We're going to do hashtag and the actual, number 9. The numeral, not written out. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Now, put that hashtag number 9 in chat. That'll get you entered. If I do not have your address or any of that business. Oh, and also keep in mind, you will be paying shipping. That's how we're doing this. If you don't want...
Yeah. Just say up front.
Shipping will probably be in the United States around $6.85. Around that. And then... Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Probably close to. And then if you are international and you want tracking, it's about $24.72 approximately. But if you do not want it tracked, I will do my best to send it. But just keep in mind, it may or may not reach you. And that is just, that's the stuff that we live in today. And, yeah. Not interesting. Oh, cool. Okay. So, I'm gonna wait just a second here, make sure everybody's got their number 9 in. Make sure you are. I've got 19 entries so far.
Oh, well, the early bird gets the worm today.
Yes, your odds are very good. That's how that works. All right, I'm gonna spin it. Oh, we got 20 entries. There we go. Choose it. Dawn. All right. Dawn, you've got number 9, which is collage materials. You've got.
Oh, man, that's a good one.
She's going to say that about all of them, but that's good.
That is a really special one.
It was the one that I basically took away from her and said, oh, good, put that in the package. Because she was keeping it for herself, and I knew that that's what she was doing. I said, nay, ma'am, nay. This is all going away. All right, I'm going to write your name, Dawn. Okay, and Dawn, if you haven't entered your, like in the regular entry, or if I don't have your address, please email me, because what I will do is I will email you with a PayPal request for shipping, and then, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to keep that up and going. Let's get started on this here book.
You just holler at me, Mariah, when you need something, okay?
Okay. You've been running the pencil sharpener. Okay, so we found the, I'm going to go top view. This is what the problem.
We found the pencils.
We found the pencils. The ones that she wants to send to Anthony Cody to turn her into a bowl or, something. I don't know if the amount of pencils she has, I don't know what his capabilities are. Okay, so Izzy was over here yesterday, and so my paper has all this cookie business, and it was a hot mess, and I asked her yesterday, did you clean it up? And she said, yes, she had, and she came up here, and I think she just farted around some more, made some more things, and then it was like, just stuff everywhere. I'm like, that is not, thankfully I came up here early, because that would have really irked me. All right, so, bookmaking. One of my most favorite ways to make books. Now, you need to be on chat. That is your job. Gonna have to get a little surly with her. She's been kind of slacking. No slacking. So one of my favorite ways to make a book is an accordion style book, which means we need kind of something heavy duty. I love this black cardstock. What is it called? It is in our Amazon shop because I get this on Amazon. Hey, Anthony, we were just talking about you. She's got some pencils and we found the pencils. So that might be coming your way sooner than later. Heavy, what is this? It's called like the extra heavy black cardstock or chipboard.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. It is extra heavy. It is one of my most favorite things to use on making these books. I also see that the baby, I'm not using this one. This one's just the other piece to what I was doing. So I can explain it to y'all and you understand, where my thought process was at. I'm trying to fix the light so it's, less shadowy and whatnot. Okay, so that's kind of step one. Find your hard mat board. Yeah. Exactly. Anne, thank you. Yeah. Anything heavy duty that's going to take medium. Oh, like a mixed media type situation, because if you utilize just kind of any old chipboard, it may fall apart on you. So this is important. Some other tips and tricks that we have acquired over the years. Yes, you can use packaging, cereal boxes, things of that nature. You want to keep in mind, if you're using frozen food items or frozen food packaging, be careful about sanding or altering that packaging, because there are chemicals that they utilize to seal it up to make it, freezer
Yeah, so water doesn't permeate
Right,
it.
so it doesn't permeate it. Well, we have found out over the years that you want to be careful about that. Like if you're sanding it or altering the
somebody told us about that in the
right. So
string.
just we don't know that to be an actual factual, like we don't have research papers and things of that nature, but I feel like that was good information, and I feel like it was good to pass along to y'all. You may do with it as you please. So one of the things that, and I love this stuff, tried and true, like we have used it and lots of things go on it. Something to keep in mind about this though, is if you want it to be black as it is, be leery. There's my word of the month. Be leery. Might just have to make a shirt. I said it enough. I need to make a shirt. And it really would, like let people know they should be leery. That if you put clear textured gesso directly onto this here chipboard, it will leach up and turn kind of a pinky color. I think it kind of does it with other matte mediums as well. Tambien. If you want your boards to be black and truly be black, paint them. Because otherwise, that's not going to happen.
Yeah. Give them a coat of black gesso.
Yeah, black gesso. Seal it all in. Be happy that you did it, and know that that's going to be true. Hopefully that'll just save you on that whole thing, because it was a little bit of a. Remember, here, I'll even show you the book so you guys understand what I'm saying, because this is important.
Yeah,
like I'm starting out, and
the foundations here are very important, because once you get into this, it's really not very much fun to take care of problems that suddenly exist.
Right.
This is one thing you want to anticipate.
So, for instance, here, look at this. I made this when we went to Baltimore. These are the prints that P did while she was there, and I was like, oh, those are really cool. Can I have them? Can I have them? Can I have them? And she let me have them. Isn't that cool? Cool, cool, cool. And then I went in and this is all by hand. Sort of taken the whole idea of the aqueous effervescence and then sketching it out and then using more of the prints inside of there. But you can kind of see, especially when I turn, and I didn't do such a, hoot-de-doo job, but I did paint a lot of this. I don't know why I missed some of these edges.
Yeah, wow.
I know, that's really bad on my part.
Could have been bad lighting.
Could have been. But yeah, all of that was then redone, because now, I'll tell you this. The fact that I had put texture gesso down made all of the black paint go down nicely. So prepping it may not be a terrible idea. Just know that it's probably going to leach up some pinkiness. But then the paint goes on beautifully.
Yeah.
So just FYI. I feel that is good information. I wish I would have known that, because it would have saved me some time and energy and some like, oh, well, what are we going to do now kind of situation. So that's the base. Now, what I did, because I'm like, all right, here was my goal. This is what's in my brain so far, but always be prepared to modify your plan, because, that's just stuff that you need to be able to do.
Yeah, look at this.
I know, you had that on yesterday. She's still wearing her shirt.
You need to wear something at least 2 days in a row.
Agreed. All right, so I, for one, have this print. This awesome long haul gel print that P said I could use as long as I do not
screw it up.
Don't screw it up. That's the goal. And I want to make it go as far as I possibly can. I don't want to make a book that's like this size. I wanted it to have more impact. Therefore, I wanted it to be a nice long type book and we're going to cut these into smaller panels, but I didn't want to get too far into the project. So that being said, I wanted to make sure that I have a little extra room to play with here as far as the height of my of the gel print that I have. Luckily, she did this on her 12 by 12 plate or 12 by 14.
Eddie has a 12 by 14.
I
He's
know.
2 inches bigger than mine.
I know. Size matters. He also just put out a video. I started watching it and then I got distracted. As I do around here, especially when Izzy's home. 2 weeks. Okay. So I wanted to make sure, again, this was going to be my height. You just gauged it out. And then I realized, ooh, my corners are dinged up on this side. So I ended up actually using the top part because it just is in better shape. See, those corners are dinged.
Well, you can nip them.
I could, but I just like, all right, well, I want to start out as best as I could. But that's why I drew the line, and then I sketched out sort of a rough idea, see? And yes, I did go above. One of the reasons that I wanted to leave a little extra of what I have here is that I will be able to then piece in, like I do, what I need to on the humps. Plus, see, it's going to dip down, so that's going to leave me a little piece there, and I can use that to piece it in there. And you might say, man, that seems tedious. Well, welcome. I am Mariah. This is how I do things. It makes me happy. So, then I came along with the scissors. I probably would have had better success had I just used the razor blade or the X-Acto or a, box cutter. But that just really, I was on a mission and I got her done with the big old scissors. So here we are. Here's my thing. One of the other things you want to keep in mind is where they're going to meet up. I wanted to make sure that when I put these panels together, that they meet up. That was important. And now what we're going to do, I'm kind of at this point, this is another, okay, we have many options. What's kind of going to be the best use of time and energy as far as this is concerned? Here's some things that I do know. I want to make sure that I like to have my binding hidden. So it is important to do that at this stage of things, because it really sucks if you have your stuff down on these cool panels. I mean, you've built them out and now you're like, oh, well, how am I going to get them together?
Yeah, we did that once.
We've done that once.
Yeah.
And we were a little upset about it, because then it limits your options and your ability to really make it look very nice and professional and wonderful. I'm a big believer in that. If you're going to do it right.
Hello, April.
You can just see. Now, this is one of my, things about maybe if I were to do this over, so I didn't have to deal with painting all of the black in, and all of that would have been, once I had it bound, covered this in a black paper or, something that was going to take the paint a little faster. Because, if I would have then just painted black surface, then done my sketch and all of that, would have been time saving rather than trying to paint around these. Now, here's another bonus to me painting around them, is that it really cleaned up those lines. Not necessarily a wrong way to do it. It's just, hey, what makes the most sense for the project that you're doing? I don't necessarily love that the tape lines show here, but I don't think it's a deal breaker either.
No, I don't either. Everybody knows there's some way that they hook together.
Right.
Good morning, Charmaine.
So, but again, giving y'all the knowledge and information hopefully makes it easier for you when you're building something. So with that being said, I did even consider, see, I don't really love this. I pulled this out and this is how I found the pencils, because I was looking for fabrics. Because I was thinking, it might be kind of neat to just cover one side in fabric. But if I do that once I have my panels cut properly, I could actually utilize the fabric as my connection point. But that only connects it on one side. Which then, stability-wise, because what is happening is you're not then, it's weak in certain points. So I'm a little iffy about that. But I did want to show y'all and have you part of my thought process here so you understand all the things that I consider when starting out a whole new book. Because each and every time you get to decide these things.
How was loving all of this?
Is she?
Blah,
Wonderful.
blah.
All the blah, blah. P is not.
Oh, Jennifer. And Jackie. Jackie slipped in there.
I also have this piece of fabric, which is just black. And then I was also thinking, all right, well, how well am I going to glue things on it?
Yeah, the glue's going to show up on that. I can tell
It's going to be a pain. So even though I would like to try.
Remember when I did that?
Yeah.
That fabric, that velvety fabric.
Yeah, and it gets gooey. And so we're going to stick to the tried and true. But I just wanted y'all to know that there were other things to be considered. And you may be better at doing the fabric kind of situation. You may have better glues than what I do for this kind of thing. It's a good option. One of my other favorites is this here business, but I don't think that I have enough of it. This is just, in fact, Mo sent this to me. This is the
seam binding.
Yeah, seam binding. It's fantastic stuff. Great for books, but again, I don't know that I have enough of it, so I probably do somewhere. Those were the pieces I found. I'm like, well, I'm not digging around anymore.
Jerry loves the colors of that paper.
Wonder. Yes, thank you. Well, P, this really is. She knocked this one out of the park, and I'm really surprised she gave it to me to do this, but
I'm watching carefully, and
she
don't worry, I will say something. Deb Brown's coming in hot. Marcia Markle said it's so valuable to hear about the process and the decisions.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Liz Bent has been a member for 5 months of Howsy Wowsy.
Yes, and we have too. Yes, we just hit our 10,000 and then a little bit after that. Okay, so now here's where we're at with this. I need to decide how big are the little, because we're going to cut this up. How big are those panels going to be? And again, to consider, that these are going to meet up. But these are 12 by, the big sheets start out 12 by 12. So these are 12 inches wide. We can either go with 3 4-inch panels or 4 3-inch panels. I'm leaning towards the 3 4-inch.
Yeah, me too. I like that number.
Yeah, and then that'll give us 8 all in all, and we'll work that out. Okay, so let's cut it up. I need the chopper.
It's right here.
Okay. Just double checking that. Obviously, we want to cut from our straight. That's going to be more better. We will have more success. Okay. So we want 3, right? So we're going to do 4-inch. Okay. So 4-inch. So we need to go down to 8. I was thinking about making these all sort of different, but I think the fact that the tops of them are going to be different and it's going to line up in different ways is kind of enough.
I agree with that.
Do you? Okay.
Well, you remember I made the tree book? It was a...
Yeah, it is added difficulty. So there we go. And we may even, I don't know. We'll see how that works out. I wonder if I should have given this a little more, but it was kind of tricky to do with the scissors. If you want more variety in your organic edge, probably go with X-Acto, you're gonna have better success.
Oh, you can give that a bit of a buff off with an emery board or something.
Oh, the edge, yeah, because it's a little rough. But I thought once I had them smaller, I could probably trim them up a little.
April, you need to refresh. Get in touch with your computer again. Hello, monkey.
Okay. Oh, see, now I'm already starting. Okay. Nope. I should have kept them in order, y'all.
Flip it.
Oh, flip it. Here, I think that goes. That goes with that. Or that one can go with that one. Nope.
And remember, pulling them apart a little bit is going
Yes.
to give you a little bit different.
Yeah, the swoop of things.
Doesn't go there.
I think that one will go with that one. Good golly. I sort of had this worked out for y'all.
You can, once you get them together, number them so that
I will.
you.
Yeah, we don't do this. I have to do this multiple times. There we go.
Igea, hello. And Liz? Oh, I already said hello to her. Jocelyn, hello. Jennifer McKinnon says this is puzzling.
It is. There we go.
Puzzling.
Yes, I got it.
No, the one there. There you go.
There we go.
Hot diggity.
That wasn't too painful.
Not terribly.
Do
Do you want a white pencil?
No, I got a. I'm just gonna write on it with a regular, because I'll be able to see it.
Oh. Mo said Mariah is indeed making a book.
I am.
Rhonda says put numbers on them. Bless your heart, Rhonda.
Okay. I'll probably bring this back down once we get in a little more detail, but this way you guys can kind of see the panels a little better.
Eddie said he thought you were doing a cognitive test.
Did I pass?
Well, I don't know. Depends on the time thing there. I wasn't timing it accurately.
Oh, y'all are funny. Okay, we're gonna leave a fairly decent gap. It's important because we want to add stuff to this. The bigger the gap, the more you can add.
Yeah.
The bigger the gap, the more wonky it is too. So there's a nice little ratio of, okay, well, how much stuff do you want to add? This one does not ever take, this one, meaning this one across from me here, does not take these things into consideration. She just kind of is like, you know, the universe is going to guide her as she goes.
Laura said the precision is impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And usually this is my job of like building her books, but then some of her, she's already made decisions. So it makes it a little trickier to modify the plan or, you know, be able to cover all your, you know, thoughts and things. Sometimes you just gotta, like, you know, it is what it is, which is totally fine. But again, if you're into planning things out, it does help it go a little bit more smoothly. Now,
Eddie said you passed with flying colors.
Thank you, Eddie.
I think he's just being kind.
Okay. Now,
are you going the full width?
I think so.
Because when you start tearing it, you get frayed bits. Remember that one we did?
Yeah.
because it has little stringy things
Right.
in it.
And so I'm even going to go above it a little bit because I'll trim it afterwards. And so one of the lovely things about this tape, and this is the X-Fasten bookbinder gaffer tape. I think this is actually like the legit binder or bookbinding tape from what I remember. Maybe that's the brown stuff. Anyway, it's easy to tear, which is very nice. And if you want to just utilize, now, see, this is a lot more tape than I necessarily need, but this is something to consider as well. The more coverage you have, the better your connection is to the panels
joint.
And everything. We're going to live a little, you know, loosey-goosey here because I think we're going to have plenty. Because I'm going to split this. And the reason for that is because then I have two pieces that meet up.
Oh, you are going to tear it.
I am. So see? Almost. Does not have to, because it doesn't have to matchy-matchy, and we're going to trim it at the top. So, like, I used to get really obsessed about this, but then realized not that big of a deal. If you want to measure it out, you totally can. Or you could buy tape that's smaller. That is an option. They have those. They have those. And remember, I left myself plenty. What?
Never mind.
Okay. Another wonderful tool to have is the, where's your little wooden thing or one of our bone there they are. Bone folder. You don't want to, you know, stick it down too much. Also, this is, have a little board or something that can, because it's going to stick like that. We want to flip it. I put my other piece of tape over here. Got it. Match it up, you know, as much as you can. Center it up.
I know, Eddie, I mentioned that yours is 2 inches larger than mine. And we all know that size does matter on that plate. When you need a big one, you need a big one.
That's right.
I may go ahead and order one. I just don't know that extra 2 inches if I need it. Pardon me.
There we go.
You're getting hearts.
Wonderful.
Floaties.
And there we go. So 1 and 2.
You got to flip it before you stick it. Yep, you do. So the sticky, it's actually sticking to itself in the middle there.
Yes.
So you've got a very
strong,
a very formidable, flexible.
Yeah. And I'm not going to stick a bunch of thing like this is, it'll get a little bit, you know, bulky. I probably could have gone a little fatter, but it folds nicely. And we're going to accordion this. That's the other thing, depending on what kind of folds you want. So if I were to, all right, we'll kind of.
Yeah, this is very true, Rhonda. Need and want. I don't really need that extra. And my shelving system over here, it would protrude. And that could create some problems.
All right. So if I wanted to make this to where, like, this is going to fold into here, and then this one is going to actually fold into this one.
That you need a little bit more.
Yeah. Should we do that?
Hey, you know.
Because it doesn't, they do not have to be equal. Unless, of course, that's important to you. So we're going to double this. See? Now, if that's the case, I'm also going to go ahead, because again, you want to make sure you kind of have plenty holding on. If you get it too thin there, just the movement of the book, it's going to start to pull away. So you need enough attachment to the panel to really hold it. And see, we're kind of playing, like, I don't know. It's kind of iffy.
Deb's lurking. Hello, Ingrid. I didn't see you slip in, but somebody said hello. Hello, Anina and Lisa.
I don't know where these scissors came from. These are not my scissors. All right. Just going to kind of gauge this out a little bit. See, that's not really, I don't think that's enough. All right. We're just going to go full piece. And so if you want to make sure that you have your two pieces that match up, kind of back them up. I'm going to grab my bit of scissors. See, that's how it should cut. I don't know what's up with those scissors. Those arrived because of Izzy.
Do you want good ones?
I got it. All right. And if you want your panels to stay in place, I have, like, you know, again, just for purposes of, you know, moving along here for you guys. I'm not going to, sometimes I would come along with washi, hold it into place, you know, just makes it a little, like, a set of extra hands.
Hello, Emma.
See, they kind of move around.
You know what you could do is you could use some crap tape to hold those in place while you're...
That's what I just said.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was reading.
I'm glad she's listening. Okay. There we go. These match up nicely.
And that little process of doing that with the bone thing is important before you cut, because it really secures everything and nothing's going to be slipping and sliding about.
Yeah.
Now, I will say on my, the one that I did using this black stuff, remember I gessoed all those panels before we discovered this black chipboard.
Yeah.
it was a whip.
If your materials all match, it makes it a little easier for the whole process to happen.
It certainly does.
But see, now I have a little more play in this one, and we can fold it around. And remember, because we are going to glue some things down to these, so that's important. That is important. All right, number 4. I think we're going to, okay, so
thanks, Mo, for putting that in.
Number 4, we're going to go in on this one, and then should we fold back?
Oh, Mariah, you could have used one of your old Cricut mats. Sticky mats.
Oh, yeah, that's a very good idea.
Candy just said that.
That's a very good idea.
I have some. You want one?
No.
But it doesn't. It does have some.
Yeah, it has the lines on it.
Lines.
I'm good. Do we want this to fold back here, or are we going to wrap it around here?
I don't know.
It seems like
These are decisions that are really kind of hard to make at this point, but I still think you have to do that.
Yes. Let's continue on with this fatter business, because then that does allow me more things to, like, maybe put little pockety things and fluffy things. I like the options.
It's always best to provide.
Okay, so we're going to continue on with the fatter, the wider.
You have enough tape?
Yes. Although I do need to order some of this, because one roll was dunsies.
It's good to have that on hand.
Yeah.
I'd really like for you to tape that down in place.
This is what she's talking about.
I would do that if I were making this.
Would you?
I actually, I don't never do this part. I just let Mariah do this part. She's a lot faster. She's a lot more efficient. And it looks better.
She's not wrong about any of it.
One of those all of the aboves.
Yeah.
Ticked all the boxes.
Yeah. Back to back. Line it up. And it's better to waste the little tape than try to be exact, because it's gonna make your life easier. Just go a little extra.
Charmaine wants to know if the top of the panels was cut with an X-Acto knife.
It was not. I cut them with the scissors. But an X-Acto would have been probably better, to be honest.
I don't know if Miriam's here or not, Liz.
She was earlier. See, I got off, but that's not it's not a big deal.
You're not going to see both sides at the same time. It's
right.
Like,
if somebody's measuring that and judging it, you probably don't want to hang out with them. They're going to make life more difficult than you need it to be.
oh, she is here. And did Carrie pop in there? I'm watching Mariah. I'm not reading. I'm not watching. Somebody said hi, Carrie, but I didn't see him. Hello, Dawn and Ingrid. What kind of tape is that one, Mariah?
So this is the X-Fasten. I believe it's gaffer, but it could be, like, they call it gaffer or bookbinding tape. It has a lot of, see, it's very stretchy. It has the fabricy kind of stuff in it. It takes all sorts of medium really well. Like, we put matte medium over this. We've put markers over it. And we've been using this for years. So
and it has not
time tested.
Because that one book of mine is 3 years old.
Yeah.
And it's still hanging in there.
Alrighty. Okay, those masks. Sorry, this is kind of the struggle of doing that. Like, this is where I probably, if I was videoing this, we've done enough, shown the things. I would fast forward, but y'all talk amongst yourself, ask questions. This is where, you know, we've left ourselves enough time to do that sort of thing. And it does work quite nicely to have them stuck down. That was quite brilliant. So we're going to do it again.
And this is just a reminder that Paula said you can hold your watercolor paper with the old Cricut mats. And it's actually, you know, it does the whole back of it so you don't get warpage.
I was
think
kind of wondering, does it lift as you're kind of moving along with it?
I don't know.
I'm curious about that.
And Dawn is finishing Christmas presents. Did you know that this is the 23rd and the 24th is tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am aware of this information.
No, I need to go and I think we just decided we're just going to give cash. It's the right color and size.
Well, yeah, when you have teenagers, it just really.
Because I don't know what they're into and what they want. I don't even know that their parents want. That's what I'm doing. I might make a cute card for each one, although I'm not really, because they don't really.
No, I don't think they keep them.
They don't. And then Nina doesn't know if she can get it in Switzerland. I assure you that there
I'm
are
sure there's
some kind of bookbinding people there.
Yeah.
That will have this tape.
Yeah.
It's, and I would think that you probably have more bookbinders in Europe than you do in America. This hand binding book professional type.
Right,
people.
old school, you know.
And remember the one I just told you about the other day? That was from Italy. And I'm sure that they use. Tutu says her 12-year-old granddaughter says cash is king. Okay. Rhonda asks if the tape overlaps at the top or is cut to the edge of the board. It is cut to the edge.
Yeah, I'm rubbing it together, but usually when I cut it, here, I'll show you that. That was a very good question.
But you really do need to do that little creasy thing with the bone.
Yeah, that's more about like just the little corner there than anything. Because it does sort of split apart here where I'm going to cut it.
Now, do you do both sides before you do that, or just one is good?
There we go. So see, you can see that the tape is opened up at that point.
Oh wow! Well, John's husband had a heart attack, and then he got an infection, and now he's on IV antibiotics at home. Oh, that's got to be a pain. Suppose that you probably have home health care people, I hope.
All right, so I got off a little bit there, but it also could just be, you know, because of the curve. We can make those adjustments. That is.
Yeah, there's no sense in getting all.
Yeah, don't get bent out of shape about that.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening there, but we're gonna cover it up. So it got a little.
Oh, well, that's
peely.
sweet. Her 17-year-old granddaughter gave her an Amazon wish list. That's handy.
That is. All right, last one, y'all. I like these lines down at the bottom. It's helpful. Because then I can sort of center up my tape, you know? This little map, I've never used it like this, but this is very helpful. If you have a specific, like, width that you want this, you can create a little spacer tool or something that you can put in between. I've used chopsticks before, or, you know, like if you want, you know, if you, now this isn't perfectly, but you guys get the point of what I'm saying. You can butt it up against, yeah, you can butt it up against there. You know, you can tape this down. So that way you just put your, you could do them in twos and then connect the whole thing. There are multiple ways to be efficient about this whole business. But I'm liking this whole mat, this little mat with the lines, plus the tape. Very helpful.
Thanks, Paula, for doing that. She's sending links for the EU on the tape.
Back to back. Very important. You don't want to stick them together. It's not helpful. All right, we're done with the tape, I believe, at this moment in time. Put that over here.
Did you put that on your to get list, because we don't need to be with that.
Oh, I know.
Because I might be all inspired and decide to do one of these.
You might be making a book soon.
I won't be doing mine online. I'll be showing you what's done.
She'll show you little pieces.
I will show you the finished product. And I won't have to show you because Mariah's already demonstrated it. And basically,
and we have different, like, if you go through our channel, if you wanted to you know, either you can watch this back, or there are other books that we have shown similar binding methods. I've done one, and it's like a, you know, old school video with the fast forwarding and all that, where I did use like chopsticks or sticks of some sort, just little dowels.
They were the corn dog sticks.
Yeah.
Because they're thinner. Lisa said she's impressed with your taping ability here.
I've done this a few times. And I will thank you. I do appreciate that, because I am making this look easier than it is. I do want you to know that. It's not super complicated, but this is a skill. And I'm not going to be shy about that.
And where was it we found the black book board stuff?
Oh, that's on Amazon too.
It's on Amazon also.
And it's in the, so I think I have a, you know, there's just categories on our, when you go to our Amazon shop. One of the categories is book making. The boards and all of the other stuff that we utilize to make books are together in that category.
Oh, and thanks, Mo. She put it in again.
Thank you, Mo. All right, see? Now, look at that. Fun little business there. I think I like this as the front. This needs to be the back, because we have kind of a sunrisey or sunsetting situation back there. Did I plan that? No. I wanted an organic edge. I wanted there to be some variety. Obviously, the bigger your swoops and the more
valleys,
more you do of it, the more you're going to have there. I wish I would have done a little bit more, but I'm not going to obsess about that. I have achieved basically, you know, a good mountain valley situation. Now we need to trim this up a little bit because that's kind of rough. But that one, that last swoop was hard to do when I was cutting the big board.
Yeah, Rhonda says she likes your wonky edge. I don't know. It doesn't bother me.
There we go. Okay. So this is going to be our back. Even though we numbered these 1, we just needed them to line up at the points.
Hi, Carrie. He's doing Christmas prep. Yeah. I don't know what that means.
So this is going to be our numero uno. Number 6. This is going to start it.
Number 6 is going to be the front.
Uh-huh. Okay. Now, here is the other thing to consider, and not something I necessarily thought about prior to this. Your front cover is actually part of the back of the book when you spread it all out. So you say, okay, well, so what? Well, do I want to embellish and make my cover different than the rest of the back of the book? Yes, I do. So, in a way, that actually is an advantage to what I'm doing and utilizing this paper because it gives me more to use. Are you thinking about that? Are you bored? She gave a real humph look. I don't know what that's
Oh,
about.
I'm thinking about it.
All right, so let me show you what I'm saying.
Because I remember this coming up, and I can't remember the book.
Uh-huh.
But all of a sudden, I was going, well, crapola.
Yeah, my cover is on my back.
My cover
But I didn't think
is
about
on the wrong side.
She did it on the interior.
And I can't remember what my solution. I think I just flipped it and
yeah,
it went the other way.
Right.
That's what's nice about the accordion book. It's not like the end of the world. You just
you can kind of work it in.
You can work it in and you can flip it, flop it. And...
But I am not going to be covering number 6 over here because that's my cover, and we want to do something a little different with it. I want all of this beautiful stuff to happen on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Let's start to glue some things down. Y'all can think more about that. And
Are we going to the Filipinos for Christmas?
Yes.
Is that tonight?
No.
That's tomorrow.
Christmas Day. In the evening.
In the evening. Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty, so questions, thoughts as because this is sort of a boring part. We're just gonna figure out. I love this, and I want this to be on the back side. I love the fact that it's all gonna end up there. So I'm gonna work it panel by panel, I think.
Okay, Mariah, who is your favorite bookmaker binder to watch?
Me. I have not, I didn't learn any of this from anyone in particular. This was stuff I worked out for me and what makes sense for my brain and how I would do this. I don't really know because I've not watched anyone bind a book like this in this way. What I have seen is that, in traditional book binding, this method here is how, so they do the spine. So it's this. This is more of a traditional, but exactly the same thing. Y'all see that? There's tape in there. There's the little edge of it. We actually did this on stream. And not too, I think either this year, maybe last year, but it all runs together. But see? And that I think I picked up more from reading articles or going through a blog post. Because to me, sometimes that picture of it just being still for something like this makes more sense to me. So, I hope that and I've done a lot of these. We've done, accordions are my jam. I love this style of bookmaking.
Yes, practice is the key to almost anything, but especially this kind of technical.
Business. Okay. I don't really need that there for right now. What I'm doing here, the loveliness, again, of utilizing tissue is that, so I'm going to probably trim ever so slightly a little bit. I want to keep some of this grungy edge as much as I possibly can. But we also need it to cover the panel and make sure things, kind of match up. Nice thing is with the tissue, you can see through it. So I know, and I can feel it. This is a lot of feeling, touching kind of situation. And then...
and it is a good thing to stress that the tissue paper really works much better for this. You can use regular copy paper for your gel prints, but the effect of the tissue paper is just it's just a lot easier to get what your...
And so I've creased it, and now I have this nice little crease line. Loveliness of the tissue paper plus the paint. Being exact here, you know, obviously the truer you are to the guideline there, the better off you're going to be, but not the end of the world either. And the reason I creased it at the top is I just wanted to make sure that I was getting enough there. And I am going to leave a little, like, cut to the outer part of it, but still as much as I possibly can.
Jennifer's worried that you're going to have enough paper.
I will. Don't you worry, Jennifer. Don't you worry.
She can piece together the slivers. I'm seriously, slivers. And you won't even see them.
Okay. Put this off to the side.
Bye, Jackie.
Another beautiful
hi, Dana.
thing about utilizing...
Now, you're going to need a brush and some stuff, right?
Yes, some brush and some stuff.
All right, I'm going to recommend...
All right, while you do that... All right, because we're going to take this up here in just a second.
I'm going to fill up the...
She's going to fill that up. I'm going to leave this here so y'all are kind of absorb. You can absorb the idea and thoughts and things. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. Bring this down. Stupid shadow. That's a little better, isn't it? I don't know. Working things out there. Okay, we're going to do another giveaway. Let's do another giveaway. Another giveaway. Okay, now let's do number 10. We're going to do, so it's like a variety pack. These are like the bubble envelopes. If you are in the US, postage is going to be approximately $6.85. If you are international, it's going to be approximately $24.72 US. But, yeah, we're going to do number 10. Hold on, I got to get it set up, Miriam. Hold on. She's ahead of the game here.
Boy, they're putting her in there.
I know. Y'all got to wait. I don't even have the thing in. Whoops.
All right, I'm finding you the exactly the brush that you need to do this.
Okay. There we go. All right. Yeah, y'all look fast. You know what? The new settings, though, is kind of cool because it sort of readjusts, which is interesting. I like what they've done with their update. It makes it a little... It took a minute to, like, get used to, but I do like it. All right. So I'm going to give y'all a second. Pull this down.
Now, but, I may have to go fetch some...
But yeah, it's going to have,
towel.
Like, some of the things from Maya in it. There's going to be stencils, gel prints, stamps. Total variety pack. Total variety pack. All right, I'm going to choose a winner. I've got 29 entries so far.
I'm going to go get some more paper towel, Mariah.
Laura Queensberry. All right, Laura. If you haven't signed up online, please do, or you need to email me your email. Well, email me with your address and everything. I will send you then a PayPal request. Let's see. Here's what I've got. Number 10 is... Alrighty. Congratulations. Y'all are going to be so excited. I do have a request, though. Just, for y'all, whenever you do get your packages, I would love it if you want to post them in Makers, because it'll be fun just to see, you know. I was going to take photographs and, like, I just sort of have everything together and then everything in a box. But that might be fun. All right, cool. Now, P's getting me stuff ready. Yeah, Jeanette, no worries. I'll probably do maybe another one or two. And y'all have to maybe remind me here in a bit, because once I start get to gluing, things might be different. I'm gonna clear. Oh, gosh. Is Eddie still here? Eddie? I tried to figure out how to stop this, you know, new window expansion thing that it does. I have yet to find I probably should just Google it. That would probably be the best idea. Okay, I'm gonna clear that. Okay. I don't know what she's doing. JJ?
I'm coming.
Okay.
I had to get a implement to get down the paper towels. If y'all would just poke holes in the plastic, I can get it with the broom. Okay. Whew.
All right, so where's the Blickerick?
Oh.
Thank you.
Sorry.
What I was waiting for. She brought me water, she brought me a brush. Then she left.
Well, you're going to need more than one paper towel to
Yeah.
dab your brush off each time you...
Oh, yes. Good call. Good call. Alrighty. So, what do I want to do here? Again, one of the reasons that I left a little extra out here, and let me tell you, like, these are just things that I've learned over time. Because if you try to get this, like, spot on, it never really, even when you cut it, unless you are just a master cutter, whatever, maybe. I always struggle with this. So this is my way of, you know, it gets a little more interesting when we're doing both sides here, because this allows us the end piece. We're going to be able to trim it a little more nicely, but I got some tips and tricks for you there too. But let's get this down, and then we can, you know, yammer about more of that. I'm going to apply it right too. And again, don't really worry about the tape. It dries up. It's not a big deal. It sort of adds extra stuff to it. That's not a deal breaker there. Now, if you're using fabric or something like that, it might be, because it is going to kind of show up. It's going to do some different things than, you know, just, you know, coat it evenly. It's sort of the go-to answer there. It's been a while since I've done this. I'm kind of waiting for, I'm hoping that you'll see the leaching of the color, because I would like to, you know, show that as something that this visually you guys can actually see and go, oh, that does make a difference.
Yeah, Diane, you missed the giveaway.
We're going to do another one, don't you worry. See, you can kind of see it in the...
Yeah, I can see it up there on the top of the curve where you first started.
Yeah. It's starting to pull the color. Okay. Gonna thin that out. This stuff dries kind of quick, but not too quick. This is the Blick acrylic.
Yeah, and you might need to reinforce your edges when you get through, but that's not a worry either.
Yeah.
You can actually use your glitter glue.
I'm going to try to get this up to the edge. You want it to the edge of the book. So I kind of need to see that. Because that I care about the most right now. Some other tools that are helpful. I like this thing. P hates it. You do want to be careful. Not be too rough with it.
You're still getting some lines in
I know,
there.
and I don't know if I put enough of the...
I don't think you put enough glue down.
These panels sucked it up. Did you see that?
I know that because I remember we talked about that with paint.
Yeah, where the
That's
tape
one
is,
of the
it's great.
That is one of the things.
We need more.
An advantage to gessoing over it. Are you going to take that up and redo it?
Yeah, I am. But look now, like you can really see it leaching the color up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we need to move faster, I guess, or more.
Yeah.
It's really about more. Apply it like you're Patricia.
More glue, more is better. Yeah, and you know, the thing about it is if you have little lumpy, bumpy things, you can just oosh them out to the end.
Yeah, I'm learning that.
Okay, something's floating over here. I don't know what it is. I missed it. It just caught it out of the corner of my eye.
What do you mean? What are you talking about, lady?
The little floaty things that come up from the bottom.
Oh, did somebody...
Somebody said something. Can you glue the board and the paper?
Glue the board and the...
What does that mean?
Yeah, put like the glue to the... Yeah.
Oh, both, yeah. Yeah. I like the bone thing better as a implement. I don't like this thing because it sticks to it.
It's grippy.
And I tear the paper, and you better just watch it there, sister.
She feels like I'm playing with fire.
Hello, Darcy. She's been putting away groceries.
I was gonna say, I thought she was here earlier.
Dawn says, it's good to see you have issues too. I'm always finding workarounds or redoing. Absolutely. Yeah. And I think that that's one of the things that's really important. You know, and I'm going to talk about this more tomorrow during Tweaky Tuesday. Because sometimes you just make bad decisions and then you got to...
Sometimes.
You got to just figure it out.
Deal with it. Be prepared.
Lisa wants to know, is wet or glue better? She's a PVA girl.
Okay, so maybe I do one of these panels with the PVA.
I don't know if you should
switch it up. No switching it up.
I don't think you should switch it up on this. Maybe on the other side when you're gluing down some stuff.
Okay.
Dawn says that looks so lovely.
Okay. And again, you know, us being messy at this point, not a big deal. Now, as you move on, you may want to be a little more like particular about things, but right now we're good. I'm going to trim this as we go just so it looks pretty, and you know, we know what we're dealing with. You may want to, like, if you are doing this, you may want to wait, give it time to fully dry. Now y'all saw it dried pretty quick, but that first layer really dried quickly because it was a fresh panel.
And this stuff
it sucked it in.
Very, very absorbent.
Yeah, I don't know that we've ever used... This is the first time we've used the Blick acrylic as the medium.
Maybe so.
I feel like that's true.
I just like it better than the soupier stuff because I feel like I can control it a little bit better.
I know this seems...
If you hand me your scissors, I will wipe them up.
Oh, thank you. So, I know this may seem crazy, but remember, we have this one print. We are going to keep every last little bit until we are done, because that might just be the little
That
tiny
might be
piece that I need to make this all happen. I'm putting those off to the side there.
Your scissors are kind of disgusting.
Well, that's judgy.
I think I figured out why they're not cutting.
Well, I've been cutting tape too, okay? You know,
Yeah,
there's a lot of things going on here.
I do think that tape business, I'm trying to get it off, but it's taking a little more effort than
more than what you signed up for. Okay. Now, if you don't have fingernails, you can always use your little bone folder. You want to follow your lines.
Yeah, that's what I like better than that sticky thing.
Yeah, I know. Kind of know where I'm at here.
Now, you're just going to be amazed at the efficacy of how much these cut.
The efficacy. It's really what I want, scissors. Okay, now we have our lines. Sort of know what we're doing here. These middle panels are a little more important. Like I said, you know, you start out with an end one. It's your first one. It's kind of okay, you know.
Okay, it says, what if you used a solvent ink?
Solvent ink for what? I don't know. What are we doing?
Maybe on your edges. Cheshire Cat said this paper is gorgeous. Thank you. It's from a long haul gel print.
Yeah, from last week. Just a little over a week ago.
Straight PVA for thick papers, 50-50 with water for tissue. Oh.
There you go.
Diane wants to know if the purpose for the book has been ascertained.
What do you mean? Purpose?
I mean, it's
showcasing this awesome print.
That's the main thing.
That is its main goal.
So that, you know, it isn't just stuffed in a...
Because you can already see just how different we're viewing this darn light system here. It's just how different this makes you feel about it than seeing it here. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I'm getting very Klimt vibes from it. I guess it's just the gold.
Yeah.
But also the little circles.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Is his prints.
All right, I'm going to do a little light coat over, because now what we've learned here is that the black chipboard does liketh the Blick very much. So
yeah, go ahead and just get a primer coat down.
Yeah, drink it up real quick like.
Liz says it looks embossed. Well, here's the thing about it, really, that's a really good comment, because when you do those long hauls, you actually do have a raised surface around where the stencil indentations are. So, yeah, good point.
I mean, look at that. That is practically, like, dry.
Yeah. But now when you put the next one on,
right,
I think you're going to be good. You need to get that top corner up there. Other top corner. It looks like there's not any there. There you go.
Okay, now put our heavy coat.
And Heather says, so true. Seeing it like that gave me inspiration to do the same with some of my prints. Excellent. That's what we like to hear.
Yes.
And you know, those long hauls, seriously, they're so much fun to do, and you learn so much about color doing those.
Yeah.
that I just really I think it's an exercise worth
attempting.
Cheshire Cat, yes, we discovered the other day about the PVA being shiny when we did that experiment with the printables.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna hold this up and hopefully you guys can really see how like it looks. It has iridescent. I mean, isn't that just so amazing? All right, let's trim her. I don't know why I'm getting this weird bubble here.
Just stick your
All right, hold on.
nose of your. Oh, yeah, you can do that too.
I start to know that I'm loving the Blickerick with this. Normally it does us right, but
I think it's because of this board is just
sucking it up.
sucking it up. Cheshire Cat said that paper is lickable. Oh, that's a wonderful. I love that. Emma says the paper is gorgeous. And Kathy G says it's so awesome.
I mean, it's like once I get enough in there, yeah, it takes it right down, but good golly. And if you just kind of softly keep working it, you can get out most of it.
The nice thing about it is, and this is something we want to, when you're doing things like this with the tissue paper, and you anticipate you might need to replace it, or pull it up and reposition, that this is really a great way to go.
Also, what I love about the accordion. So see, I even have a little extra hangover there. Don't cut your tape. Be real upset, but you know.
Pop says, such a cool stream, Mariah. Seeing it in action is the best exercise for us.
Thank you, because I worry about, like, I know this is very repetitive.
But I think it's the whole idea that, you're seeing some oopsies and whoopsies and yeehaws and whatnot. Do you need there's a wet one.
Oh, thank you. See, lots of that squished out.
You might want hand. Okay, there you go.
I'm gonna keep that. Keeping that, y'all. Kind of smushy.
Marta!
Hey, Martha.
She's taking a break from making glass cabochon magnets.
Ooh.
Ooh, that sounds. You have to take a picture. We want to see them.
Post-it makers.
I have some cabochon.
See, I can leave that little overhang there too and glue that in. I'm just gonna leave that there for now. Sort of depends on. We'll do finish work too. All right, what time is it? All right, got 30 minutes. Gosh, golly.
Oh, sorry. I meant to say that a while ago.
That's all right. Oh, all right. Wet wipes. Very dangerous around this because it'll bubble up the board and do the funky thing, which we don't want it to do. Okay.
Jolie Peggy, hello. Oh, she did a microwave glass course.
Ooh.
Mariah did I guess you could call it a course. One summer when we did our gifted and talented program, and of course she went because we shipped Nathan off to Colorado, and she didn't want to go, so she took the class and did some glass slumping. It was wonderful.
I am so happy that I did that. I have, good memories of that. I still have those pieces. I wish there was more, like, when Izzy went to the, she went to a science, or it was that career thing, which was really cool. And I think she had a wonderful time.
This is the watered down. Sometimes if you stick your brush in that, and then it helps smooth out the
business.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just getting this first coat down.
Okay.
And that really, I think, is the key here with making this stuff more successful. Normally, I would use the PVA. Okay. Maybe well, I could go ahead and do that other panel there, but I think kind of one at a time is probably better.
Bye, Gerald.
Bye, Gerald. Thanks for hanging. And those of you that have come in, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we don't know that you're here. We like to know that you're here because we can say hello to you and talk to you and do all that business that we want to do. Please give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. Comment in the comment section down below if you're watching on replay.
Patty said, "Is this foil you're applying?" No, it just has a lot of gold.
Oh crap! And you know what? And we're at the edge of it. So okay, good golly. Hopefully we go. Well, so y'all are seeing real time mess ups.
Yeah, she
Mm-hmm. But this is where the whole measuring thing comes in real handy.
You're pulling it out, Mariah. You're pulling it out. Just start from the middle and go out when you're doing your rubbing.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Mo. She just put in the long haul.
Thank you. See, we're gonna piece in a piece there, and we got it. So, hey, I want y'all to see that,
You need to move it up a little bit at your bottom of the screen.
Yeah, I noticed that. It was more important to get this line over here than it was to worry about this. Because again, I have pieces. I can put them in there. Because this will be an easier edge to deal with versus this hard stop that was going to happen here no matter what. Hope that makes sense.
Pardon me, I meant to turn away.
Okay.
See, Mariah, this is where I could use another 2 inches.
No, that's right. We were wondering.
Yes.
Does that 2 inches matter? Yeah, it does.
Sometimes it does. It can be the deal breaker. And I mean, now that Eddie has that bigger plate, I have to have one, I think.
There is that.
And Rhonda says size matters.
Yeah, and now y'all are seeing why, if you do it the other way, it's a lot easier. This is not.
Oh, they all picked up on that one, boy. Yeah. Hashtagging the bejesus out of that. Now, Carla, I'm not sure what she says about adding a velvet ribbon down each side. I guess you could when you get finished if you wanted to make that look really...
Oh, like in
like
here?
on the inside?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm having gel plate envy, yes. Yours is bigger than mine.
I'm telling you, this Blick business for this is not making me super happy.
Well, I'm telling you, you just have to go in with your little bitty nozzle and squeeze it in there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
God only gives us what we can handle. Very prosaic. And Julie says, go back to the Montmartre.
I'm going to. I am. These you know, we did 3 with Blick. We're going to do 3 with the Montmartre. Thank you. I'm with you.
Well, that's great. They'll be able to see the difference. Now, I will say that you need to clean that other glue up a little better. Because it is shiny. The Montmartre?
Yes.
No, it's not the Montmartre. It's the PVA that's shiny. Trying to think which one we did.
Hold on here.
I handed you those
We have a
papers.
chart. Sort of.
We have a chart.
It's sort of a chart. We have notes.
I think you put it with color. No, you didn't. There we go. And
yeah, the PVA is very shiny.
yes, Patricia, you can do that, but on this particular substrate that we've got going here, it's going to kind of
see, this is the Blick.
fluff it.
This is what we're using right now. It's Blickerick. And we're going to be moving to this. Now, what I will do when we move to this, because it will be more noticeable on the edges, I'll really kind of clean this up more than what I would if we were doing it all throughout. Alrighty. Now, hopefully, I did this alright. Oh, on spot on, but it is what it is. We'll clean that up too. I'm going to show y'all all the little tips and tricks of, you know, hiding where we messed up things. But we'll come back and do that later. Once everything's dry. Because right now, we'd be dealing with too many things.
T-shirt idea. We have a chart for that.
Have a chart for that. We made notes. and then Pete.
And another we were gonna say there's a live stream for that.
There's a live stream for that. Let's be honest. There are a few live streams for that.
We should index our live streams.
Yeah, sounds like a job for somebody.
Not me. I'm just suggesting.
Yeah, right.
That
See,
is not the kind of thing that I'm.
That's a job she likes.
Oh,
The suggester. She's not a jester. She's a suggester.
okay. Eddie says, Miss Mariah.
Yes.
Perhaps you addressed this and I missed it, but what was your thought process when choosing not to seal the chipboard with either black or clear gesso before adhering with the gel? She just didn't think about it till we did it today, and we didn't really realize it was going to be that big of an issue.
And you're going to see. Hold on here, because we're going to use the PVA. Things are going to go differently. Now, okay, we got it. Now, this is where it is important that we...
Special shirt for Mo. I've got a link for that.
Yes. See, we're going to be able to utilize some of this. I can break it up, piece it in there, or we're going to use some acrylic markers and clean that up. You know, we're going to put our little piece back in here because it went a little wonky. This is the trickiness of the tissue, but what, you know, we know, and therefore we're going to deal with it. Okie dokie. Now, This is something I hadn't totally thought about here. So I need that height of that, which might be here. But then we have
have
extra.
that part at the bottom.
But we have
sticking
extra.
out.
So.
Wow, Mariah, I don't know if you're gonna make it or not.
Oh, I'm totally gonna make it.
She says she's totally
gonna make it, people. And then some. Okay. Let's start this here.
Don't forget to do it with your whatchamacallit. Because that was part of the problem on the other one.
The problemo. Yes, ma'am. It was.
Okay. Black Posca to the rescue.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Okay, and somebody said...
Okay. Are we in frame here? Okay, let me scoot up a little bit. And then I put this here. I'm going to bring this down ever so slightly. Okay. Well,
they're giving Eddie a lot of grief here today.
Are they?
But he's up for it.
He's up for it. I'm going to cut that first.
That piece right there.
Okay. Extra.
Oh, Carl.
That's Kathy.
Kathy? Kathy Carl?
Mm-hmm.
I may have to start eating peanuts. I'm starving.
No. If you're going to eat something, it has to be, like, not loud.
Not loud?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I could go bust out open an avocado.
I mean, we only have about 20 minutes. I think, are you going to just pass out?
Well, would that be, if I fall over and hit my head on the edge of the desk back here, will that?
Yeah, I think I'm going to take my chances.
Okay.
Just think you're probably going into ketosis. You'll be all right. Okay. Do. Yeah, we're in trouble.
One nice thing about the way this print is done, I'm just going to mention that right now, is that even though there is a pattern to the stencil because of the way the colors came out, I don't think that it's going to be easy to piece it.
Right. Okay. This is how I utilize this is Mark PBA craft glue. This is my little handy dandy spreader. I've had many of them. The glue builds up on it. That's fine. It's great. But this is how we get it.
Adds to the efficacy.
That's right. I don't want to get it all in place and then do a final smushing about. All right, what are folks saying? Are they scared? Are they holding their breath?
This crowd doesn't do anything orderly.
Okay.
Jeanette's been working on her package for 40 minutes. Goodness, honey, you probably needed a bigger piece of paper. I think you're what you call that? Piecing. Okay, Canada's got their postal system back in working order.
Yeah, I don't know. Is Yolanda here? No, she's not here. I've got a few packages going out to people, but our system still hasn't turned on.
Yeah, Liz Bent.
Yeah.
She's from Canada also.
Yeah, it hasn't turned on as of now. I didn't check it today. I didn't check it this morning, but last couple days it still hasn't been available. I don't know if there's just a delay in like because we utilize Shippo. But once it's on, we will ship out. Y'all see that happen so much faster and more better, and it's spread better. Now this does take a little bit more time to dry. We'll tell you that. And we're trying to make sure that we get the glue up.
It is called an accordion book.
Yes, prior to, some people call this a concertina accordion. But see, it's still smushy about enough that I can really... I just like it so much better. I like it so much better. Got things moving around over here.
Oh, she's wrapping a 9x12 sketchbook with markers that are taller, and I'm only wrapping it with ribbon. So the real present, the card with money, will be close to reach it.
There we go. Yeah, so Blick, you know, as much as we do love it, I don't know if this is its... I think the PVA is more efficient and certainly works better with the black chipboard. I'll tell you, this cut is tricky.
And Julie wants to know what you're putting on the other side.
To be determined. All right, I think we should do one more giveaway.
Paula says she's a WRAPPER, not a WRAPPER. I'm actually not either one of those. Mariah made me wrap my own presents this year, though.
I did.
Last year she wrapped them for me. She's getting kind of snarky about things. But I got it done.
You did.
And the thing about it is when you're wrapping presents for a kid,
they don't really care.
They don't really care. Just rip it off like a, 3-alarm fire anyway.
There we go.
Liz wants to know, can you ship to Israel? Yes, we have.
Yeah, Miriam, we have.
Yeah, once we got it, Miriam's address. That was kind of a whip.
No, you're thinking about a different one that...
Oh.
Yeah, there was a different one. Miriam's have always, no problemo. We did have one that was, like, very questionable. Like, the address just wasn't, like...
It didn't show up.
There's some that are just weird. And that's true of even, like, other countries, too. It wasn't just Israel. Like, you have to have all the things in the right places, and us as Americans don't always know. Because it's different. Okay, I'm just so loving this. Loving it. Okay, 15 minutes.
Lydia said, I was able to mail at the post office to Canada on Saturday. They had to use the Australia code to make the postage to Canada work.
Yeah, see, there's still the system isn't fully on yet. Yeah, that's funny. Even at the post office, they had to do some trickery.
And Hawaiian Flamingo, is that Tutu?
Nope. That's somebody else.
Do we have to fill out the form more than once?
No. One time only.
One time only. Thanks, Mo.
Okay, so let's see here. Let's do another one. We're gonna do.
I'm telling you what, the last one that was given away was, I curated it and it's quite remarkable.
No, number 9, and then we're into those ones that kind of have Maya stuff in it, and the other like 10 through 15.
Ah.
So this is gonna be fun. Oh gosh, this poppy window business makes me crazy.
Okay, Hawaiian Flamingo is Vicky. Hi, Vicky.
Hello, Blick.
Dawn put hers in twice.
That's fine. We're gonna clear out duplicates. So.
Okay, and can postage be paid with Visa card information that you should still have?
No,
because it doesn't save it.
What will happen is I will send you, if you are a winner, I will send you a PayPal request via the email that you supply to me. And you will be able to pay via that. And you can use your credit card or whatever, however that works. Okay, so we need a hashtag number 11 to get you entered into this last drawing. Let's see if it's starting to.
Okay, I'm starting to see
There
them.
we go. Yes, all right, got 9, 12, 13, 18, 19.
Oh my goodness.
Whoosh.
Woo!
Yeah. Woo.
There's people coming out of the woodwork for this one.
Yeah. Hey, now, all y'all that are entering, you better have given the thumbsy upsies as well. That's all I got to say about that. I can't, there's no way I can check, but I'm just, that's on your conscience.
Kathy put in 1. There she got it. Oh,
Okay.
now she put in 311.
There she goes. All right. All right. I'm pulling the lever now. Liz Fahey.
No!
All right.
No. She's been my swap partner.
Liz, we got your address. We know.
I even have your address, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Good deal. Have everybody written down. That's awesome. I think I'm gonna start.
Brad said he almost won. How can you figure out he almost won?
Okay, he's just being.
He's just being silly.
He's being funny. All right, cool. So we have 10 minutes. I'm gonna glue. I'm gonna glue for the last 10 minutes. But we have, got the giveaways going. We will do even more of them tomorrow. Because again, we have a total of 25, and now we're down to 22. And a lot of the big packages will be done on December 31st, our New Year's Eve day.
Yeah, that's when all the grande.
The grande.
Liz said thank you, by the way.
Wonderful. You're most welcome. Thank y'all for showing up, hanging out with us, and just, being a part of this and helping us get to the 10,000 and on into the next. All right.
Did I miss another giveaway?
Oh, Diane. Come back tomorrow.
Yeah, come back tomorrow.
We're going to do this all week long. Because y'all see that, even just doing the 3, it takes time. So I'm glad that we're doing, and we had said, actually, at one point, that we were going to probably do it that way. So I'm happy that We're sticking to it. Okay. Loving that. She's eating peanuts, even though she was not supposed to be. I can smell them, and I can hear her little crunchy, crunchy.
Oh, I know you didn't want me to fall over and hit my head.
I thought we discussed that I was okay with them.
Well, you say that now, but tomorrow,
Feel
when
real
it's
bad about
Twinkie Tuesday and I'm having speech problems because of the blood clot in my brain.
Good golly, that's very specific and dramatic. All right, had to clean off my spreader. Doing this with a more full bottle of glue is preferable to one that's almost empty. Let me just tell you that. Y'all should be happy that this is
Rhonda says, full. What else is a squirrel to eat?
Yes, exactly.
Bye, Carla. Oh, Heather, that was a good one. Peaches. If I had peaches, I would eat peaches. I'm a big peach person.
There we go. Look at that. That was professionally done. Just want you to know that.
There you go.
If you clean up the area around, you have less.
Do you have a peach tree in your backyard, Eddie? We used to have a peach tree in the neighbor's yard when we lived in Lubbock.
Mm-hmm.
And any branches that hung over on our side, we ate them.
And actually, on both sides, there were, I think.
Oh, we had pecan.
Was it? Oh.
Pecan trees on the other side.
See, I'm better with the PVA.
Eddie does have a peach tree in his backyard. Julie Parker says they have a lemon tree that fruits twice a year.
Wow.
We used to have we had greenhouses early on in my marriage to my first husband, Mariah's father. And we had a lemon tree in the greenhouse.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. It was really cool. The lemons were interesting. They didn't taste like the lemons that you get at the store.
Well, there are different kinds of lemons.
Daddy, you'd have to grow your lemon tree indoors. Wendy says it's gorgeous, Mariah. Big old red heart.
Thank you. I'll tell you, this one dip is...
It is hard to do.
Yeah, a couple of these dips are hard to do. Something to keep in mind when you're dipping.
Kathy's neighbor has an Asian pear tree, and she's one on her side of the fence.
There we go. Alrighty, my Arty friends, look at that. 5 minutes to spare, but we've got all of the panels done there. I may just, I don't know. We've got, let's just see. Okay, this is kind of one way to do it. If we don't like this, it will, you know, at least give us a base to deal with.
It looks fab, Mariah. That's what Laura said. Liz said fabulous. It's beautiful, says Patricia. And Paula says, what a wonderful and uplifting stream. XXXXXXX. That
And
turned
look.
out beautiful, Mariah, Candy said. Marta said, gorgeous. Ellen B says, see you tomorrow. And
All
Jackie
right.
says, you're back. You missed the giveaway, Jackie.
We
Meyer
learned-
lemons. Ooh, yes, I like Meyer lemons.
Mm-hmm. We learned about those when we did those, like the Blue Apron.
Yeah, where they send you stuff to cook.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I got to do my end thing and hold it up. We accomplished a lot.
Liking how it's turning out.
Yeah, this was. But all these pieces, we will give. You know, will be pieces that we utilize over on the other side for, you know, whatever we get into over there.
Well, what about that last one? Is that, oh, that's the front.
Remember? So here, this is what's going to show so far. Okay? This is one. This is all the back. So from this side, see,
What will you seal it with, Mariah?
I don't know that, like, here's the loveliness of...
It's paint. You don't really need to.
I mean, if you feel like you need to, I mean, there are varnishes and things, like, you could come along with the fixative. I don't know that it's necessary.
I don't think it is. I mean, it's all good quality paint.
You know, the main, like, questionable thing that we have utilized is the PVA glue, for sure. I don't know what the Blickerick, it's, you know, what am I trying to say? It's archival rating is, but I don't know.
At least it's 10 tomorrow.
The museums and galleries have not reached out to us yet. So this is more about us. And
yeah, and the thing about, the good point, Paula said, you have to be careful because you don't want to dull out your metallics.
Yeah. So if we were to seal this with something or cover it, it would be probably a gloss medium or a gloss varnish. Something that I learned just...
Mod Podge,
hey,
I'm telling you, it has UV protectors.
Yeah, that's true. Here's something that I learned recently regarding canvases. So, like, if you're into the restoration, I don't know if somebody's going to be restoring these at any point in time in the future or if it's necessary. But there is a coating, and it's a golden product, that you actually put, it's like a barrier. You put it down, and then you varnish. That way, if your paintings or anything are being... I learned this, like, through the restoration people, you know? They're like, hey, it's to make their job easier in the future, if and or when necessary. So there's a barrier coat, and then you can put the varnish over it. So there's some, you know, information for you.
Okay, you're getting a lot of hearts and Elisa said she'll be asleep tomorrow. Well, we'll understand that, trust me.
Yeah, no worries. Just make sure that you are signed up over at the PM Artist Studio, the registration thing, so that way for sure you get involved or get included in the big old giveaway stuff, that, like, the bigger boxes and things that we'll be doing on that 31st stream. But here we go. I like to keep it closer to my head. I don't know that I need this behind me. We'll have Mo's thing show up. Mo sent me this. This was, her dad did that.
Yes, you're getting lots of hearts and hearty eyes and
Oh, and see, this drives me crazy when this is, but we're done here. Hold on. Hold on, y'all.
oh. Liz says she uses the car ceramic sealants for paints. No change to paints. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
And Miriam's going to try wax.
Is that good enough?
And Julie says the light is dulling the colors. It is.
Mm-hmm. Should we do it on this side?
I'm very happy about that print.
There we go.
Palette says PVA all the way.
One over here just to, you know, for shiggles and giggles.
Roseanne says the metallics are gorgeous.
Wonderful.
That's golden paint. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Sometimes I don't know where to put my eyeballs, and then I'm mad when I do the screenshot, and I'm like, I'm looking the other way. Dang it. How is that? Like, and then it doesn't work in my brain because, see, it's switched. Anyway.
Thanks, guys, for putting in the schedule for the live streams. Appreciate that.
Yes.
Bye, Eddie.
Bye, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging. Love you like a
long haul.